Welcome back. Today we're racing through the top 10 tech headlines you need to know. From massive AI data center builds to landmark chip investments, these stories shape the next wave of computing and regulation. Stick around, hit like if you want daily briefs, and subscribe for deep dives. Let's jump into story 1. OpenAI's big infrastructure expansion. Big moves today. OpenAI, in partnership with Oracle and SoftBank, announced 5 new U.S. AI data center sites as part of the massive Stargate plan, a program aiming for roughly 10 gigawatts of compute and a near $500 billion build-out. These new sites push planned capacity toward about 7 GW, with locations spanning Texas, New Mexico, Ohio, and the Midwest. Expect local economic boosts, huge demand for GPUs, and renewed regulatory attention over concentration risks as one ecosystem scales faster than regulators can react. Coming up next, the chipmaker betting big on that very build-out. Nvidia stepped forward with a headline-grabbing commitment, roughly a $100 billion level of investment tied to expanding OpenAI's compute capacity. That includes supplying GPUs and powering new AI data centers, cementing a hardware-to-AI partnership that could redefine supply chains and market power in semiconductors. The move benefits Nvidia, raises supply concentration flags, and tightens the hardware moat around leading AI labs. Analysts say it accelerates model scale but also prompts fresh scrutiny from regulators and customers. Next, we'll look at how governments are reacting to this new concentration of AI power. Across capitals, regulators and policymakers are taking note as private AI infrastructure scales rapidly. Expect hearings, potential export and competition reviews, and talks about whether critical compute should be more distributed or regulated. The balance will be between protecting national tech leadership and curbing single supplier risks. Stick with me. Next up is a startup breakthrough shaking up developer tools. A nimble startup unveiled a developer platform that dramatically shortens model fine-tuning from weeks to hours, promising faster iteration cycles and wider accessibility for smaller teams. If it scales, expect a surge in custom model deployments and a shift in where innovation happens, from a few labs to many niche teams. Coming up, how legacy cloud providers are responding to these new pressures. Major cloud providers rolled out targeted pricing tiers and specialized AI services to capture demand from both large AI labs and smaller customers. These moves aim to monetize new workloads while offering predictable bills for compute-intensive projects. For customers, it means more options and more complexity when choosing where to run heavy AI workloads. Up next, a privacy story you should know about. A major mobile OS pushed a big update that bakes in on-device AI functions, smarter text, advanced voice controls, and privacy-forward inference. This signals a trend: AI features moving closer to users' devices for speed and privacy. Developers will need to adapt to new APIs and on-device resource limits. Coming up, supply chain ripples hitting smaller GPU suppliers. A major mobile OS pushed a big update that bakes in on-device AI functions, smarter text, advanced voice controls, and privacy-forward inference. This signals a trend: AI features moving closer to users' devices for speed and privacy. Developers will need to adapt to new APIs and on-device resource limits. Coming up, supply chain ripples hitting smaller GPU suppliers. A new wave of consumer laptops launched with improved thermals and AI-accelerated features aimed at creators and professionals. Manufacturers emphasize battery life and local AI performance, signaling that everyday devices will increasingly offload to specialized silicon rather than cloud calls. That wraps our top 10. Now for the takeaways. Venture capitalists are increasingly backing infrastructure, tooling, and AI safety startups, a move away from pure consumer AI apps toward platforms that support scaled, responsible deployment. This funding pivot could build healthier ecosystems and more robust guardrails, but it also means a longer path to consumer-facing surprises. Up next, a quick look at consumer hardware news rounding out the list. A new wave of consumer laptops launched with improved thermals and AI-accelerated features aimed at creators and professionals. Manufacturers emphasize battery life and local AI performance, signaling that everyday devices will increasingly offload to specialized silicon rather than cloud calls. That wraps our top 10. Now for the takeaways. That's a wrap on today's top 10 tech stories. The big themes: massive AI infrastructure scale, hardware-software consolidation, and a renewed focus on safety and supply resilience. If you liked this brief, smash that like button, subscribe for daily tech coverage, and tell us which story you want to deep dive on in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow with a fresh roundup.